And so should we all just give in to our cravings? Give in to our weaknesses? Perhaps for him it's food. What if for you it's alcohol? Should you just say, oh, I'm not going to try anymore. I'm just giving in to all my cravings. I chose happiness. Coach Greg, and in today's video, one of the most annoying guys you can find on the internet. And the reason for that is he promotes obesity. That's right, he wants you to get fat. He says if you get fat, you get happy, and that having a six-pack, well, it's depressing, that it's bad. And so what I see as I've analyzed this guy, I've done a video on him in the past, is the guy suffers from body dysmorphia. He hates his body. No matter how lean he was never satisfied. Sound familiar? Happens to a lot of people. But does that mean that you should just give up and get fat, lazy? Of course not. I hated the way I looked, and then I became a god. Who are you trying to convince? And so there's dozens of posts on his Instagram account saying, which physique do you look best? And of course, people are watching and saying, let's play along with this guy. Let's try and convince him that he looks better when he's obese than he does when he's in shape. And listen, I'm not saying you need to have single-digit body fat, but I'm also saying that obesity, it's not healthy. And so either end of the spectrum, it's bad. My body fat percentage was never low enough. And so that's the main problem. People think the lower the better. It's not true. How many times do you have to say that 15% body fat is perfectly healthy before people will actually understand this? Just because you diet down from 15 to 12, 12 to 10, 10 to 8, doesn't mean you're getting better. But then I chose happiness. And so apparently when he was trying to get shredded, trying to get to single-digit body fat, he was never happy. Was probably starving himself, didn't have enough energy, perhaps his testosterone levels were too low. Does anyone not understand this to this point? That if you strive to maintain perfection, that your body's going to fight back, that you're not going to be comfortable, not going to be happy? And in doing so, he decided to give up all the health food and just eat shit from morning until night. And so what are the results? Well, gained over 50 pounds of fat. And so, yay, congratulations. And so he makes video after video saying, look at me, I'm happy. See the smile? Look at me eating pizza and chips and pop and getting fat. And I'm happy. Right? You believe me? And so imagine this guy, for years, he was never happy, never satisfied, never liked his appearance, had body dysmorphia. Do you really think you can then just snap your fingers, gain 50 pounds of fat, and suddenly, I love my body? I love the way I look. People that actually truly love their bodies, they don't have to announce it to the world every single day. Who are you trying to convince?
Allegedly, this guy chose to be happier, but I just think he chose to be lazy.
Exactly, you chose to be lazy. And remember, I've always stated that happiness, it does not come from our exterior shell. Regardless if you're shredded, lean, obese, morbidly obese, happiness, it comes from within. What's on the inside, that's what really counts. And so rather than just working on the inside and trying to figure out, why do I feel I need to look this way? Couldn't you have exercised balance? Couldn't you have said, hey, I'm going to stop striving for single-digit body fat. I'm going to listen to that Coach Greg guy and perhaps try to maintain 50, maybe 20% body fat and be healthy. And so his drug of choice to make him happy, food. When you're eating food, calories, sweets, sugars, fats, and so on, your body's releasing dopamine, makes you feel good. You ever heard of people who stress eat or they get depressed, they start eating Haagen-Dazs? Why do you think that is? Food tastes good, makes you feel good. The problem is it doesn't work for the long haul. Yeah, you feel good while you're eating it, but what happens after? Health is wealth, and not only that, health is in fact happiness. If you're not healthy, how can you be happy? And so should we all just give in to our cravings? Give in to our weaknesses? Perhaps for him it's food. What if for you it's alcohol? Should you just say, oh, I'm not going to try anymore. I'm just giving in to all my cravings. I chose happiness. And of course, in the moment, giving in to your addiction, no matter what that may be, perhaps recreational drug abuse, food, sex, whatever. It's fun, but imagine the long-term damage giving in to your addictions can do to you.
If he wasn't happy with how he looked at the start, which 99% of people would be, could you imagine how terrible he actually feels now?
99% of people wish they had his physique, but once they get it, they're not going to be happy. You're going to want more. The idea of chasing perfection, that we think that once we achieve that body, we'll be happy, it's a myth. You're never going to be happy by achieving a certain look. You'll get to that appearance and then you'll want more. This applies to anything. How lean you are, how strong, how much muscle you have, or even how much money you're making. You're never going to be happy. No matter how much success you get, you're going to want more. You're not going to want to give up. We're all in search of dopamine and to be the best that we can be. My number one piece of advice, enjoy the journey. It's not the destination, but rather the journey. Take pride in your efforts in trying to be the best version of yourself. And so just because he was happy despite being a fitness model looking incredible, doesn't mean he should completely give up, throw in the towel, stop working out, and gain 50 pounds of fat. It's all about balance.
The main problem is that people in his comment section say he looks way better, like this, egging him on.
And there's nothing more annoying to me than reading the comments about people saying, oh, you look so much better in picture number 2 than picture number 1. Meanwhile, he's obese, 228 pounds. How does that look better? For some people, sure, I get it. They like people who are overweight. But for the vast majority of people, being obese or morbidly obese is not more attractive than being healthy.
Now, you may be wondering, Jack, didn't you do essentially the same thing as this guy? No, I did eat whatever I wanted, but I never stopped going to the gym.
But what about Jack? Isn't he being a hypocrite? I mean, look at his before and after transformation. Guy goes from being shredded to being obese back and forth. But he says, no, it's not the same because I'm bulking for a reason. I bulk harder than last time and I cut harder than no other. Is that healthy, Jack? How are you being healthy? How is it healthy to eat in such a surplus? You're over 30% body fat, which puts you in the very obese category, to then having to cut drastically to get in shape. This yo-yo dieting, it's not good for your health. It's not good to become obese in the search of putting on muscle. And you don't need it. Why do you need to bulk up so much? Just because you go to the gym and lift weights consistently, that does not mean you're healthy. If you're obese, as in your body fat percentage is this high, it's not going to be healthy. It's not safe on the heart. And so my advice for Jack and for Bruno, why not exercise balance? You don't have to go all in either bulking massively or cutting as hard as possible. That is not healthy. What is healthy? Maintaining a healthy body fat percentage year-round. Consistently training and eating a healthy diet. And so Bruno, he's telling people, look how happy I am. I'm fat now. I gave up eating healthy. Now I eat just junk and it made me happy. Bull freaking shit. And to Jack, stop promoting that bulking and cutting to this extent that it's healthy or that it's actually going to help you to put on more muscle. If you don't believe me, ask Mike Israetel.
Right around 15%, anything above 10% is really good for most people to gain muscle. And like immediately 5 people be like, so like, can I gain at 7%? Like, motherfucker, I did not say 7%.
Not saying to maintain single digit body fat, but there has to be some balance, people. Somewhere between 10 and 20%, probably 15, is where you can safely add muscle for the long haul. And one supplement that can help you whether you're cutting, bulking, maintaining, whatever, year round, GO2 Max, the main ingredient, NMN, which has been banned by the FDA. Of course they banned it. Imagine just how effective it is. Been shown in multiple studies, randomized, placebo-controlled human studies. That's right, it's not the placebo effect. It's going to significantly increase your cardio. 50% in the walking test score. It increases NAD+ levels. Also to reduce prevalence of Alzheimer's. Makes you a better butter burner. You burn more calories in less amount of time. And so the number one supplement in the world that I would recommend, GO2 Max, and you can get it at my website. Click the link in the description, code Greg, 10% off. And if you can't afford it, you want to make improvements, given a free diet and training program. It's over 50 freaking pages, tons of recipes, 3 different diets, multiple choices, everything you need to know. Click the link in the description, pick up your free training and diet program, absolutely free. Enter your name, first and last, email address, whammo, you got it. Subscribe, click that bell button to get notified right away. Like the video if you liked it. Come on, give me a like, comment for the algorithm, watch the bloops, follow me on Instagram, Greg Doucette IB Pro, and of course, get to my website, check out my clothing line, the supplements, the cookbooks, training books, coaching plans by me and my team, phone consults, and until next time, I am out.